Hey guys, and welcome back to exercise number 14 of the SolidWorks basic tutorial series. In this video, we're going to be designing a bearing rest. Bearing rests find themselves in many mechanical applications. Basically, if you have either roller bearings or journal bearings, you have to have bearing rests, something to support the bearings. This video, we're going to be implementing many of the SolidWorks features, such as the extrude boss base feature, the extrude cut feature, something that, by now you should be familiar with. We're also going to be using many of the SolidWorks sketching tools. So exercise number 14 is going to be a really interesting problem to solve in SolidWorks. Anyway, so let's get started. Okay, so we begin by creating a new SolidWorks part. By the way, there's actually an easier method of creating a new SolidWorks file. Instead of pressing the new button here at the top, on your keyboard, press Ctrl-N, and then select Part. Set the background to plain white, and copy exercise number 14 into SolidWorks for better viewing. Okay, so the image here shows the isometric view of a typical bearing rest. All dimensions are in millimeters, and the geometry is fully defined. The easiest way to model this in SolidWorks is to do it in 4 main steps. Step number 1 is to sketch the rectangular profile of the backplate, and then use the extrude boss base feature to create the thickness. Step number 2 is to create or to work on the protrusions here at the front, again by sketching rectangles, and then using the extrude boss base feature. Step number 3 is to create the openings, represented by the holes, the 2 holes here at the sides, and the 1 larger hole in the middle. Step number 4 is to create the fillet radius on each of the respective edges. So yeah, let's get started. Select front plane, sketch. Again, we're going to start by modeling the back plate here. So go to rectangle and select center rectangle. Okay, so if we look at the image here, the rectangle is 298 millimeters long and 133 millimeters wide. So this edge is 298 millimeters, while this edge is 133 millimeters. Okay, so now go to Features, Extrude Boss Base. We're going to extrude this to a thickness of 19 millimeters. So here, enter a thickness of 19. Select OK. Now we're going to create the fillet radius here on the top edges of the back plate. So go to Fillet, and the fillet radius here should be 45 millimeters. So this is 45 millimeters. Now select the top edges and click OK. Okay. Now we're going to create the protrusions here at the front. We're going to start with the protrusion here at the bottom. So select this face, sketch, select corner rectangle, and draw 1 rectangle. Centralize the rectangle with respect to the origin, so select this point and this point. Make the relation between the 2 horizontal. If we look at the image, the rectangle should be 57 millimeters wide by 229 millimeters long. So this edge is 229, while this edge is 57 millimeters. Now go to Features, Extrude Boss Base, and we're going to extrude this rectangular sketch to a thickness of 83 millimeters. So this is 83. Now we're going to create the protrusion here at the top. So select this face, sketch, Select a corner rectangle, and draw one rectangle. All that goes all the way to the top edge right here. Centralize the rectangle with respect to the origin. So select this point and the origin. Make the relation vertical right here. Now let's assign dimensions. Looking at the figure, the rectangle is 133 millimeters wide. So this edge is 133. Go to Features, Extrude Boss Base. And we're going to extrude this top rectangle to a depth or a thickness of 57 millimeters. So this is 57. Now we're going to work on the fillet radius on this edge and this edge right here. So select fillet. Let's start with the fillet radius right here for this bottom rectangle. For this bottom rectangle, the fillet radius should be 25 millimeters. So this is 25. Select this edge and this edge. Go to fillet again. The fillet here, right here, is 13 millimeters. That's the fillet radius. So this is 13. Okay, so now we're going to create the openings. Let's start with the opening here in the middle, this larger circular opening. So select this face, sketch, select circle, and draw a circle. Go to Smart Dimensions, and the diameter of the circle should be 95 millimeters. So this circle, it should have a diameter of 95 millimeters. Go to Features again, Extrude Cut. We're going to cut this all the way through the component to the other side. Okay. Now we're going to work on this hole here. So select this face, sketch. We're going to draw one circle. The diameter of the circle should be 32 millimeters. So this is 32. Go to Features, Extrude Cut. Select OK. So now we created this hole. To replicate this hole to the other side, we simply select right plane and we use the mirror tool. Okay, so now it's asking for the features to mirror. We're going to select this hole right here. Then click OK. Okay, so now this hole is mirrored to the other side. It's perfectly symmetrical. Finally, we're going to work on this rectangular pocket at the bottom. So select this face, sketch, go to corner rectangle, and draw a rectangle. Centralize the rectangle with respect to the origin. Select this point and the origin. Make the relation vertical. Define assign the dimensions. We see that the pocket is 32 millimeters high. So this is 32 and 178 millimeters wide. So this is 178. Now go to Features, Extrude Cut. And we're going to cut this to a depth of 25 millimeters. Yes, so let's delete this image now. Let's assign a material. Go to Metal and select Polished Steel. Select OK, it gives that a nice color. Okay, so that concludes exercise number 14. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in exercise number 15. Until then, bye-bye.